What's up, guys? Good evening. Welcome to Also with Simplejay. And in today's episode, I also want to show you guys an update of Makiswap farming, an update of the Makiswap farming which we have been doing. You will see that you will notice that from my previous video, which you can see at the above, I told you guys I did a video on how to farm on Makiswap. I told you about Makiswap, Maki, the new Huobi blockchain known as Heco, and I showed you guys how to take advantage of it because the Maki is dubbed as the next cake, which you can see the total supply, 49 million total supply, and I actually told you guys then that we can take advantage of it, and I showed you guys a clear tutorial which you can see from this particular video description of how to make passive income with Makiswap by farming or staking. But I just quickly want to show you guys some update because I noticed that Makiswap from here, if you go to the farming aspect, I noticed that Makiswap, the Maki/HTLP reward has reduced drastically to 1,233% compared to the initial 2,200% when I started farming. That was yesterday. I think that was yesterday. So since it's 1,233%, and I compared it with and you remember that we are pairing two tokens to create an LP, which we are using here. And I also checked the pool right here, and you can see from the APY of this pool is now even much more than that of this farm right here. All right. So, and this thing is all about taking chances. It's all about being smart. So after looking at the two, and remember that we are putting our token in the line in sense of imperial losses. You know, when you combine two coins together to create an LP for farming, there's what we call impermanent losses. And I think I explained impermanent losses to you guys. And I explained it to you guys, and I will also explain it again now because someone was asking what is impermanent losses. Okay, so this is an example of impermanent losses. You know, we have Maki. Now, this is what is going to happen. So I will just go to all right. I just want to quickly explain impermanent losses to you guys. All right, so that you will see what it means. So now, you know, when we started farming, I want to explain something. Let's say if you want to create an LP, that is, if you come to this place, if you come to trade liquidity, all right, if you come to liquidity, if you come to liquidity, all right, so just pardon me for my slow network, all right. So now, if you click on add liquidity, you know, you will be asked to pair two tokens because you are actually farming, let me open it in new tab, HT with Maki, all right, Maki and HT. So what this means is we will select Maki from here, Maki, all right. Then we have to combine Maki and HT to generate a token called LP. So it is that token we will now stake here to start farming Maki. Compared to the one of pool, we don't need to compare any token. We only have to have Maki, then we stake our Maki here. All right, we stake our Maki here and start farming Maki. Initially, this pool here is usually lesser than this particular pool. All right, this pool here is always the highest because the LP pool where we provide LP is always bigger because we are putting two coins together to generate Maki, and we can from doing that we can suffer what we call impermanent losses. So this pool is supposed to be the highest, but you can see that it has reduced from the initial 2,000. And the reason why it reduces is a lot of people has joined this pool. The more people join this particular pool, the more the APY will be reducing. The more people, the lesser people that join this pool, the bigger the APY will increase. But because more people have joined this pool, it has reduced. And more people are not joining this. This one is increasing. Now, now we are risking our coin in the sense that it can suffer impermanent losses. What is impermanent losses? What is impermanent losses? Impermanent losses is, let's say, from here, when we want to provide liquidity, you know, any liquidity you provide here, you see that if I put 10 HT here, it will automatically calculate, if I put 10 HT here, all right, 10 HT, it will automatically calculate the, you know, 10 HT is about $160. All right, let's say 10 HT is about $150. Let's go to Wabi just to see it ourselves. Wabi.com. So I just want to show you what impermanent losses is and explain something to you. Now, if you come to Wabi token, you will see Wabi token is what? Wabi token is what? $15.59. All right. One Makiswap is currently $1.06. All right. Don't forget to. Now, let's. I want to calculate something for you. Now, if you put 10 here, 10 HT here, that is 10 times the price of this. Still loading. What is wrong with this thing, man? I want to show you the price. Oh my goodness. So let me just continue while this thing keeps loading. So from here, if you put 10 here, because from the price you saw the other time, one maki and one Wabi is 15 point something dollars. One maki is $1.06. So because 150 something, this is 100 and this will be 156 or $153 based on the Wabi price. I don't know why their site is still sluggish. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, 15.59. Now, 15.59. Now, 1.06. All right, 1.06. You can see it. So this is 15.59. This 10 HT is worth 15.59. This 1.46.366 is also worth 15.59. So it must be the same price. When you put 10 here, it automatically calculates for you. If I put 100 here, it automatically calculates $1,559 market for me here too. So let's say we do this together now. Remember that Wabi token here is what? 15.59. All right, it's 15.59. And our market here, all right, is also what this thing is worth 159. This market here is also worth 159. If you do your calculations, you can do it based on the price, dollars. Now, in the coming days, maybe 2 days, in 2 days time, no, market will wake up. Now, if Wabi increases this thing, this is what 159, this is what 159. Now, it must always be in the same proportion. Now, if this thing here increases in 2 days' time or any time, the price increases to, let's say the price increases to each 11 HT increases to the 11 HT increases to maybe $20. all right? That means this will be $200 times 20. That is $200. Now, if this value, because this has increased to $120, one HT has increased to $120, and that is $200. And let's say Maki did not really increase, or Maki also increased, one Maki also increased, but the total, but because one Maki increased to, let's say, let's say one Maki also increased to maybe $1.1, all right, $1.1. Now, $1.1, all right, times 146,272. 146.272, all right, times 1.1, all right, is equals to $160, all right, because market has increased to $1.1 to rather $160, right? So let's just approximate, let's just say everything is $160, all right? It's what market increased to. Now, so market, our total market has increased to maybe $1.09, giving us maybe $160. Why one HT has increased to 20, giving us $200. Now you can see that HT is $40 higher than market, and the thing must balance. One cannot be higher than one. So what will happen? Impermanent losses. What is impermanent losses? Now, because our HT market increased, HT increased, but HT increased much more than market. Now, they will have to balance it to be in the same proportion. What is going to happen? They will deduct, because this is true. Let's say this has what $20 is 200, and this value has increased to what in 160 from our initial 156. So what will happen is this: they will deduct out of the $200. They will deduct, because they will deduct $20 worth of HT from this 10. All right, they will deduct $20 worth of HT from this 10. All right, if they remove $20 worth of HT from this 10 HT, just $20 worth, we will be left with how many HT? 160 HT. All right, and remember we said HT has increased to $20 each. $20 out of HT is what? 1. Now, if they remove 1 from this 20, we'll be left with how many? 9 HT. Then 9 times 20 is what? 160, right? 180. 180, right? Now, it's 180. They will not add that 20. They will not automatically, the system will buy $20 worth of market. The system will buy $20 worth of market. Now, $20 worth of market is about, let's say, 20 market. Let's just say 20 market. Now, 20 market will be added to this 148. All right. So let's say we now have 168.02 market, which will amount to $180 worth of market, and this also will amount to what? $180 worth of market. So what has happened here? Impermanent losses. Impermanent losses in the sense that market has reduced, our HT has reduced. By the time we are no more farming and we want to remove our 2 token, we want to remove this pair, we will no longer be able to remove 10 HT anymore. What we will remove, all right, is what? 9 HT against the market we remove now. We will remove also. We no longer remove 148 market again. By that time, we will be able to remove. We'll be able to remove just 168.08 market. Remember, we are now removing more market, lesser HT. That is what they call impermanent losses. It's not like your money will just go like that. All right. So for every impermanent losses, we always have one much more token, one token that is much more than the other. One of our token will be more, one of our token will be less. That is what they call impermanent losses. But the danger of it is this: why some people don't like impermanent losses is this. No, the thing works proportional to each other. It's not like HT will definitely rise against market, go up. If it is market that rise far than HT, HT is just moving sluggishly. Maybe from $15 it moves to 16, whereas market ahead of it moves to like one market moves to maybe $2-3. If you multiply $3 times 148, it has gone far. And let's say HT just move up a bit. So what's going to happen? They will have to deduct some amount from our market to buy HT to make it the price the same thing, proportional to the same the other one. So that way we have maybe more HT, lesser market. That is what impermanent losses. Now, the danger of it is this: some people don't like it in the sense that maybe you have lesser HT and you have more market. And when you remove your token, let's say in the market, it's now HT that's performing very well. Let's say one HT is now what? Maybe they've deducted maybe 2 HT from you. They help you to use to buy much maki. And during the process of them using it to help you to buy much maki, you now have, let's say you now have maybe 7 HT left. You now have plenty maki. Let's now say maki is now sluggish. It's not, the price is not yet moving. And that's it was now that, and it is that time that HT is now moving. Let's say HT now go up like Binance to let's say you remove both your farm, you remove all your coin, you are no longer farming. And by the time you remove your farm, your coin, let's say you are now left with 7 HT. You are now left with maybe like 2 to 300 maki. You are now left with 7 HT. Now that you are left with 7 HT, you now have more maki. Now, let's say in the market, HT now start going up. The same way BNB went up. Let's say HT now start going up to maybe 100, 200, 300. Remember, you now have 7. So 7 times 300 is what? $2,100, right? And let's say your market is not really going up that time. You know, you will not be happy. You will not be happy in the sense that you will say, you will not. Let's say each one HT is now $300. Now you just have 7 HT left. You have more market, but let's say market is not moving, it's not going up, but you have more market, but market price is not really appreciating the market. That I'm just giving an example. That is why some people don't like comparing 2 coins together to farm. They only prefer staking. So now let's now see. Now you know you've lost 3 HT that could have given you extra $900. All right. That is why they call it impermanent losses. And you will not be happy that you will not be blaming yourself that assuming I have this 3 HT that I have this 3 HT now. I would have additional $900. And now market is not really moving. That is why some people don't like it. Now let's say it is HT. Let's say they gave you. During impermanent losses, you have more HT and lesser maki. And maki now behave like cake. Maki now start moving in the market. Maki started going up. And you have 146 maki before. And by the time you remove everything from the pool, you now have just 100 maki left. And maki started behaving like cake. Started going up from $1, $2, $3, $4, $10. Now, your 10 times 100 is what? $1,000, right? Or let's say it went to $200, $20. Your 20 times 100 is what? Let's say you have 100 maki left, and you now have about maybe like 30 HT, and HT is not really performing well in the market. So now you will not be blaming yourself that assuming I have more maki now, assuming they did not remove my market to buy HT now, automatically I would have more maki. Now that maki is $20, that's what they call impermanent losses. All right. So that is the concept of impermanent losses. That is what I'm trying to explain to you in the sense that if you buy maki, let's say you buy maki for $50, then HT of $50, all right? If, let's say you buy it, you have 30 maki, which 30 maki, which is $50, and you have about maybe 5 HT, which is about $50, right? If your 5 HT, all right, your 5 HT is now worth $100, all right? Your 5 HT is now worth $100. Your 30 maki is now worth your 30 maki is now worth let's say $60, all right? Now it is not proportional again. That is 100 ratio 60. And we said the two must balance. So impermanent losses will occur. How will it occur? All right? Now, you have 60, 60. Now, if you add 100 plus 60 together, it's what? 160. 80 plus 80 is what? 160. So they have to balance it 80, 80. So what's going to happen? $20, worth of HT will be deducted, all right, will be deducted from your HT and will be used to buy maki, all right? So now we have, let's say you now have, let's say you now have 3.5 maki HT worth $80, all right, 3.5 HT worth $80 against, which is ratio 50, all right, maki also worth $80, all right, also worth $80. You can see they are balanced it. So you now have much token of maki, lesser token of HT. If in the future you remove the two and 3.5 HT is now worth maybe $500, all right, and the 50 market is now worth just $100 or even lesser. Let's say about now what lesser? Let's say $30. What will happen? You will feel bad. You will feel bad. You will feel bad because you will say, you will blame yourself that I wish I knew. You will say, I wish I had my 1.5 maki that was automatically used, 1.5 HT that was automatically used to buy maki for me. I would have make more money now compared to this market that is not going up. So that is what they call impermanent losses. All right. So that 1.5 HT which you lose that was used to automatically purchase market is the impermanent losses. So it's vice versa. All right. So for every impermanent losses that occur, we have much of one token and lesser of the other token. So that is it. So that is why I said, now that is why, because of impermanent losses, any pool where it involves providing liquidity, this is what they call liquidity. Liquidity means adding of two coins. When you add two coins, you are providing liquidity, and a token will be generated called LP, liquidity pool token. It is that token you will now use to start staking here, to provide and start staking here. Now, that is why when you are providing liquidity, the APY is usually higher because they know that you can suffer impermanent losses. All right. So that was why the APY of this was much more higher before. All right, 2,500. But as people are joining the pool, much people are joining the pool starts reducing. Now, more people have joined this pool, and it has reduced. Now, this pool has reduced. But when I now check this taking, this particular one, you are only using maki. You know, maki, if you have 200,000 maki, nothing. You can't suffer impermanent losses when you provide their maki on this particular pool. You can't suffer impermanent losses. There's nothing like impermanent losses here because you can't suffer impermanent losses because you are only staking maki. So there's no way you will suffer impermanent losses for only staking maki because whether maki increases, it does not affect the other coin, all right? Now, this is supposed to have lesser APY, but it now has much APY. So when I saw it, I said, something must be done. So what is going to be done? What is going to happen is this. Since this API has reduced and I will also suffer impermanent losses, what's not the essence? So what will I do? That's why you have to be smart in crypto, all right? You have to be smart. You have to take opportunity of something. You have to take chances of something. You can see this one. So the API has reduced. This was the highest API before. This APY was much more bigger than this APY. This APY was about 2,800 before, even 3,000. But that's reduced also because people are joining this too. This one has reduced as well. So now, what is the essence of continuing with this? So the update now is I will try to remove all my maki here. I will remove the liquidity. I will now use my HT to go and buy maki. Then I will come to this place. Since this one has higher, since this one have higher APY, I want to take advantage of the higher APY. I will now stake all my maki here. I will only leave small HT because I also want to own HT in case it behaves like BNB. So at least I will leave at least minimum of 20 HT minimum, so that if it does in the future like BNB, I will know that okay, I have HT2 to start choosing. Even if it is 30 or 30, even if it's 30 HT, I will make sure I leave 30 HT. All right, because sooner or later it will behave like BNB going to 200, 300, $500. All right. So now what's going to happen? You know, I have to connect now. So if I connect, there's no way I can connect to MetaMask. It will not work. It will not work. It will not work. If I click on next, it will not work. Let's see. It will never connect. You can see to try connect. It never connect because I've not configured. There's no, if you look at my MetaMask here, there's nothing like OB this thing because I want to use MetaMask. I'm not using mobile. There's nothing. It's the same thing on mobile. There's nothing like OB changes. So I want to configure it. All right. So I want to configure it right here. So to configure it, just head straight to Simplejay.com. You will see I already published a post how to configure Heco blockchain. All right, just ignore this ad. It's just a test ad rather. So I'm still doing some texting. All right, I left the blog for long, so just ignore. So just read all this. All right, it will walk you through. So, but if you watch my video on how I configure, so you can watch the video here on YouTube, which I do out on how I configured Binance merchant. It's the same way. All right. So, but just come here to get the details. This is for the test net. This is for the main net. All right. So you can just take your time to watch this video. You will learn how to do it. I already did a video on how to show it. It's the same strategy, all right? So I want to configure it now. So just check this video's description. You see it also with Simplejay.com, all right? So I want to configure mine now. So network name, Heco mainnet. You see the details there, Heco mainnet. How to see. Copy it, right? You just have to copy it. Just copy and paste. If you are using MetaMask, chain ID, right? Symbol, HT. Block Explorer. Then you click save. All right, so you can see now it has joined Heco mainnet. All right. So now, so I will cancel it from here. So you can see, you know, you have to import your wallet. This is my wallet. You can see it's not showing my Heco token here because I've configured the blockchain. And I'll now click on connect. To connect now. Now you can see that I've chosen Heco mainnet. You can see it is now showing my 2 Heco. If you check my video, you see that I had 2 point something Heco. It's now showing 2 Heco now. So now if I go back to Makiswap, right here, if I go to home, if I click on connect, if I click on MetaMask, you can see that it has connected. All right. So you can see I already farmed 65 worth of maki. If I withdraw it plus this 14, making today I farmed about 79 worth of maki. All right. But I want to do some testing. Like I said, everything is all about testing. So what do I want to do? What I want to do is I want to harvest it and try the other pool. I want to try this particular pool. I want to try this particular pool. This pool here that does not involve staking 2 tokens. This pool I want to try because this pool is much more. It's much more than this. It's much more than this farm. It's much more than this. This is 1,233, right? You know, 1,233 compared to 1,294. So let me unlock this wallet. MetaMask. right? So what I want to do, but the only issue with it is that the only reason, so what am I going to do? What I just have to do is I'll just do what? I'll just come to this farm. Right? I'll just come to this place. I'll just click on um, this minus. You click on this minus. Then you click on maximum. You click on confirm. Click on confirm again because I'm using metamask. Alright, so you can see that my balance is now showing this now. It means it has gone. To help me to harvest my market automatically, the market end automatically. Now, if I click on trade, if I click on liquidity, I want to go and remove it. It asks me to connect. I'll click on connect. Metamask. It will automatically connect. If you're on token pocket as well, always choose metamask if you don't see token pocket. So automatically it will show you this to remove it. You will see this thing like this to remove it. But in case it does not show you, just click on import. If you click on import, it will bring HT. Then you select maki. Just look for maki. Just look for maki here, maki. Right? So once you look for maki, it will bring it out. So once you bring this out, all you just have to do is just go back. Once you go back, you see it here. Then you can now click on remove. So now actually, do you want to remove? You can see it pulled HT. My HT has reduced. Now I have more maki. Alright. I have more HT before. The HT I had before was 100 and something HT. Now, the price of HT gone down, the price of maki still up. Now, my 100 and something HT, my 100 and something HT has reduced to 92. Now, my 100 and just 100 and something maki, 1,200 maki has increased to what? To 1,354. Now, I'm supposed to remove it by clicking remove. They will ask me, how many do I want to remove? I can say 100% maximum. Right? They should help me to remove everything. So once they remove it, I will remove 92 HT, 1,354 maki. So I will have this. But the problem there is this. I don't want to remove it. Once I remove it, I will now use this HT at least about what are they calling it? I will now use about I will use about because I want to reserve 20 at least 70, 72 to buy more market. And I will now go to this pool to go and stake those market. But the reason why I'm not going to do it yet is because of Wobi. Alright? Wobi, you know, this is weekend and all coin has gone down. I bought my Wobi token at $17.2. I bought it at $17.2. And this is weekend. Market usually go down weekend and I'm $15. So I've lost some money, $2. Almost $2 times 100 is how much? That is about $200. Guys, I've lost it. So I can't. I've lost $2. So what's gonna happen? You can see that I've earned $79 today. So what's gonna happen? So I've lost about, if I decide to go and do this now, I've lost about $79. So what's gonna happen? I won't remove this LP now, all right? But once you click remove and you click approve, it will remove. You see your HT in your wallet, you see your mark in your wallet. So then you can now go and use the HT to buy market. But make sure you still owe some HT, because if it behaves like Binance in the future, so that I won't miss out, all right? That is, I want to reserve at least minimum of 20 HT for myself, or minimum of 22 HT for myself, all right? So I'll be using 2 HT to trade, then the remaining 20 HT I'll keep it for future. But I won't do this, because if I do this now, I'll be in loss, because HT token is currently $15.something, and I bought it $17.2. So I will wait during the week and monitor the pool. I'll monitor this pool. So what I will just do is I will monitor this pool and see how this pool behaves. All right, I will monitor it if this pool will continue to increase, because as more people will from this pool to keep on increasing. All right, so I will monitor this pool during the week. If this pool is lesser again, it's about $1,000, and I see that this particular year is much more, then If market goes back, you can see I'm taking 190 maki here, and I've earned 4 maki from here, from yesterday to today. So if market goes up, so what is going to happen is what is going to happen is the market goes up. If this API of this thing goes up and the other one keeps coming down, and during the week HT price goes up, I will have to remove my LP tokens and I will use it to buy market, and I will test here. If I test this one and it's good and my daily profit is much more than the daily profit I was getting from the other pool, I will stick to this. But if my daily profit is not the same thing, so I have no other choice than to sell some part of market again to HT and go and provide liquidity again, right? But most importantly, it's always good to just provide liquidity for this. It's always good to provide liquidity. This particular one is good if you don't want to suffer impermanent losses. It's advisable. But before the market, before the market comes back to shape, I don't want to take that step yet, right? Because the difference between this and this is just little. This is 137. This is 190. So it's just small difference, all right? It's just small difference. So I don't know what is wrong with this Owobi. Owobi is currently 15.59. So let me check for my mobile app. Owobi is currently 15.59. So since the Owobi is 15.59, 15.6 is 15.6 now. Let me still leave it because the amount I bought it is 17 points, so I don't want to lose much. 17.2, I'll be losing $1 something. So, but that is just it. All right, that is just it. That is just it. I don't know how much I will earn till tomorrow, so I don't know if I should try it, but let me see. Let me see amount I will start farming. Let me just try something out. Let me try it. Let me check. I don't want this video to be longer. 37 minutes. So okay, let me try something first. Liquidity. Alright, we'll see how much I will start farming, if it will be much. Let me remove it. Remove 100%. Confirm. Then we have to confirm again, close. So we have to wait so that we approve. All right. Okay, that's gone. All right, you can see now I'm marking my wallet 1,431 maki, because plus those are farmed down definitely, plus the ones are farmed. Then if we go to what are you calling it, exchange, I have $143 worth of maki. Remember, I started this with $3,100, so I have $143 worth of maki. Let me see it. Home, I have $143 worth of maki. $1,431 worth of maki, 1,431, which is amount 1,523 worth of maki. Then let's come to exchange and see my Owobi token that I have. Swap Owobi, I have 94. Let me see amount of it. I'll just to see it. We just choose HUSD, just the same way we have the USD. Let me click on. I have 2 point something dollars worth. So I have 92. Let's say 92.4. Let me see how much 92.4 is worth. Okay, there's no liquidity for HUSD. So what are we gonna do? Then you have to choose USDT. All right, let's see. Oh, they've not added liquidity for USDT. So bad, right? Okay, it's not showing. All right, so this thing, you see it, one HT is currently worth $15, right? $15.6. So let me put 92.4, 92.4, 92.2, because I have two there before. So what is what? Is what was 1,437. 1,437. All right, 1,437. So 1,437 plus 15. 1,437 plus 1523 plus 1523 1523 can see it's 2,960. You can see it's 2,960. The reason is this: I suffered losses. One, the losses in the sense that this weekend HT token is down to $15. Initially, I bought my HT token at $17, and this 2009 it still involves okay, 2009-6. All right, 2009-6. Okay, I have 1 year that I'm farming in pool. Right here, there's 1 year in pool. I have about 190 here. That is about $190. This is about $190. More than, let's just say this is about $200. This is about $200. Yeah. Let's say plus 200 equals to 3,160. So 3,160, and I started with 3,001. This is 3,160, right? Now I should have made, like, this should be about 3,360. But because the price of, I've suffered, like, because the price of during the weekend, I bought at 17.2 and HT token is now 15.6. So so if you multiply, if you times the amount I've lost about, on each HT I've lost about let's just say I've lost about I've lost about $1.30. All right, $1.30. All right, $1.30. So 1.30, all right, times 92, 119. And remember, when I bought Maki as well too, Maki was at 3.1 something. But Maki has come to Maki was at 1.0 or 1.1 something dollars. But Maki has come down to $1.06. $1.06. If you check from here, you see that Maki has come to 1.064. So if you calculate all that together, my profit should be, if not, my profit should be 3,300 and something. I should have made about $200 profit in 2 days, about at least $180 in 2 days. $180. Because if you multiply 119 plus, because I earned $90 yesterday, I should have earned more today too. If you calculate the 119 plus 60 to 70 or 80, you see that it's about just $400 profit in 2 days. So I'm still in profit though, if not the market. So, but now I want to try something. Like I said, I like experimenting, even though it might cost me some people, but I just have to experiment. So if that won't pay me, I will just stick to this farm. If it pays me, I'll stick to this. All right, I will stick to this, and I won't do this thing anymore. I won't do liquidity anymore. So let me try that. All right. So I will spend 94, 50, 70, 80, 90. 70, okay, 70. Let me try 70. Let me buy market word of 70. Let's see what happens. Market word of 70. All right. Let's buy market word of 70. maki word of 70, because I want to make sure I have about at least 20 HT token left. 20 HT token left. So let me just use 72. Right? Now we have 1055 maki. So let me swap. So let's wait. All right, so this is now I have 2,486 maki. So let's go to this pool right here. I want to test it within 24 hours and see what will happen from now to tomorrow evening. All right, before the price recovers. Now, so let me add this to it. I'll just click on add. I will add all this. Let me click on maximum. Let me confirm. So from now to tomorrow, I want to see how much I will farm with this. If this is also able to farm me about at least minimum of $70 to $80 worth of market per day, I will stick to this. I will stick to this. At least I won't suffer any form of impermanent losses. I will just stick to it. So I have to click cancel right here. So it has right confirm. So API is still 1.94, much more than this. Much more than this. Much more than this one. API is much more than this. This one is 1,236. You can see that this one is also fast. I think that this one is also fast. If you click on details, let me see how much I will be able to, okay, or in pool, they did not tell me how much I will be able to earn, maybe probably per day. I can always compound it. You can see that it's faster. Since this one is also cool. So I will give you guys updates in the Telegram group tomorrow how much I farmed with this. If it's good, then I will ask you all to switch to this, right? So you can just give me to tomorrow. I will give you guys update, and for those of you that have not joined our Telegram, check this video description. You will see our Telegram link there, right? So I will give you guys this update. I can see that this is also fast. So by tomorrow, by the time I test it, if I'm able to get at least $70 or $80 to $90 worth of maki as well, then I'm good to go. All right, I'm good to go. So that is just it, guys. I want to see how fast this is. And if this is not fast too, I will switch back to the other LP. After all, if I'm losing HT tokens, I'm still having more market. I love it that way since I only wanted to keep just 20 HT before. I want to have more market. All right. So, but let's just see what goes. So after tomorrow, if this gives me more market, you can see it's going. If I'm able to farm at least about 70 to 80 or 90 market with this, that amounts to maybe like $80 to $90, I will stick to this pool. I will stick to this pool. I will just stick to this, and my mind will be at peace. I'm not going to suffer any form of impermanent losses. All right. So thanks for watching these videos. As you know, I will always give you quality info. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also like, share this video description, and at the same time, you can visit my blog, also with Simplejay.com. You will see the first post there. Although things are sitting, I have a lot of tasks sitting, and those I promised Fiverr, I'm definitely working on it. I will definitely be working on it. Please, you can watch these videos if you have not watched it before. All right, on how to set up this is very, very simple. All right, so don't mind this ads. You are seeing this started this far. It's nonsense. I'm just testing something while I was designing this blog then. All right, so thanks for watching. Do have a wonderful night rest.